party, and now we're gonna talk about after. So after finishing up your party, of course, you know, you've gone through the party planning packets with the people who dated parties. Now, the one thing that I'm gonna tell you before we even finish, you would leave the hostess's house. You wanna make sure that you leave your hostess with a note or on her packet or whatever, a level of where she's at. So add up all your, you know, your products totals of all the order forms, her outside orders, add everything all up together, and leave her, if you're not ready to close out the party and you're gonna plan on closing it out within, you know, the next 24 to 48 hours, but you wanna leave her with a goal of where she's at. So if she's a little bit away from, you know, the $1,000 party and that's her goal, she knows exactly how much sales she needs, and if she needs 1 or 2 parties, or if you dated 2 parties at the party, yahoo, that's the goal, then at least she has an idea of where she's at. So always make sure that you do that before you even leave the party. Make sure you've got, you know, all of your belongings and all of the outside orders and payments. So as you have secured the party dates and you've gone through everything, I always suggest touching base with the people who dated parties, you know, about getting the guest list together, confirming their date, and then also setting up the time to close out that party. And then once you've done that, you're gonna go ahead and start to process the orders, you know, get your money deposited. If the checks are being made to you, if they're being cash, deposit it, and then go ahead and submit the party. Remember that as soon as you cash somebody's check, you wanna make sure that you process that order within a timely manner, because people are expecting, you know, when you're telling them that that orders will be in within about 10 business days, you know, they count those business days from the day of the party, so make sure you're closing out your parties in a timely manner. So the other thing is talking about if you had any recruit leads at the party, having follow up with a conversation with them, whether it's you personally or with your manager, your director, or myself. If you need us to follow up with anybody who is a potential recruit lead, we're more than welcome to do that. And then of course getting you know, everything submitted and tracking that party for your hostess. So once you've started to get all that together, there was a host checklist that you can actually put together with order forms if you're wanting to stay organized and keep on top of keeping your host packet stuff together. I used to create file folders for all my hostesses and put the order forms in there and the host checklist, send a thank you card, you know, those types of things, following up when the order shipped, following up when the orders arrived, and just making sure that everything came in, you know, correctly. If there's issues with the order, please make sure you call Tupperware. The phone number again is 1-888-921-7395. Make sure you have your consultant ID number, and they'll take care of any missing items or broken items that didn't come in there. If you have replacement parts at the party and you need help with processing those, we can help walk you through doing that also. So there is follow-up training for the website to kind of show you where you're going to go in to actually process the orders. But just know that what you just did can be duplicable. The more that you do it, the more consistent you're going to get, and the more practice makes perfect, right? So here's the thing. You have to determine how much money do you want to make, right? Because we just gave you the formula, the before, the at, and the after the party of how to have $1,000 parties. $1,000 parties happen all the time at True Destiny Incorporated and Tupperware wide. So the key is it's all in practice. The more that you do and get consistent with your party, the more that these $1,000 parties are going to continue to happen. So again, if you follow the formula of 1 party per week and you work to party plan that party at $1,000, you're going to be averaging about $4,000 in personal sales. $4,000 in personal sales brings you $1,400 in profit for the month. And that's in addition to any other gifts and awards and all that, especially as a new consultant, you know, in the Confident Start program. So the key is, are you wanting to go after that extra money, you know, and go after all of the awards that are in place for you? So with that, make sure that you follow up with the next upcoming videos, and you're going to look for the next one, which is the penny game and the ask me about my job / the dream container. So that's a follow-up from the after party training. So again, thank you everyone, and let's keep making that money.